Yo, what's up? It's your boy L7 on some more MPP business right here. Now, you know that this series is really be dedicated towards talking about the upcoming action on the 11th, where we're going to be visiting all the different Congress people's homes. But honestly, right, this crew right here that you see on the screen right here, they're extremely interesting. Okay, this is honestly. I'll tell you guys that you already see like multiple individuals there, not just one. Yeah, and this is actually one of the most interesting groups. I really actually do plan on staying in contact with people and following them, just because they really stand out from every single other MPP group that I've seen, and I think it's really cool. I honestly think that they're. I'm inspired by these people. I'm just saying that straight up. I mean, they stand out, and I think it's in a great way. Yeah. So yeah. So I'll let them start to introduce themselves. Go ahead.
Well, I'm Samuel. Nice to meet y'all. Thank y'all for listening and tuning in.
All right.
I'm Autumn.
Okay.
And I'm here.
All right.
And I'm Kevin. We're coming at you live from the steps of City Hall, talking about our response on this Saturday, July 11th, to the upcoming stimulus check, which is supposedly going to be the last one. So our big question is, then what?
Yeah. Quick motion for the folks. You guys are from Colorado Springs, okay? And just so you know, yes. I wasn't sure. Okay, I have to admit this. You're actually from the state of Colorado, yeah?
It's
so that's
not
really
Texas.
Cool.
Yeah, Texas.
It's not a Texas.
We know people from Texas.
Or is the West Coast? Yeah, that's where they are.
Yes.
I'm from New York City. Yeah, that's one of the coolest things. Yeah.
Yes.
And
Colorado Springs, one of the top-rated, depending on who you're looking, which review you're looking at, top-rated place to live in the United States, and the number one real estate in the market in the United States. And it's just not being evenly felt in our community, and we have a pretty diverse community.
Right.
So, for example, we know that there are hundreds of people on the street, more than there are beds in this town, and we've got condos going up like crazy downtown. I don't know how many condo buildings we've built in the last 3 years,
right.
Like 20,
right?
Something like that.
We have
a skyscraper, everything, but we don't have enough. Not only enough housing, but enough supportive care to actually get these people back off the streets and into society again as productive, passionate members of their community.
And that's something they mentioned in the pre-show, right there in the pre-show interview. And the thing is that gives them a unique perspective as in terms of like how it affects, right, and how MPPs, how this event solves their issues. You get what I mean? So about this whole, the real estate, right? You said that's a big part of the economy over there in Colorado Springs, right? How does, and then you talk about the event. What brought you guys to start to organize this event right here in Colorado Springs?
I'll go ahead and answer that. The whole impact of economy on social justice has been something that's honestly been a pretty permeating theme throughout my life. I didn't come from financial privilege, and even in Colorado Springs, in this wonderful market. And, I was actually in real estate once, but there came a time when I worked really hard on a business for a couple of years and then wound up losing everything. And I found out personally just how hard it is to not have a roof over your head, how inefficient life is, how much you spend all of your time just trying to get by, and most of all, how people treat you. Right. You walk, I challenge anybody to walk through downtown with some old Goodwill clothes and a backpack and see how many nasty looks you get.
Yeah.
And those people don't need to be out on the street. That it's most of these people want to actually live a life that they consider to be something that's meaningful to them, and they're not going to be able to do it without income and housing. Period.
Brother, I love that so much. Just to tell you the truth, I also was homeless before in life. And the thing is that people like us, we understand the value of coalition. We understand the idea of working together. And that's something I see unique in your group. Whoa, it's so awesome. I am really deeply touched by this. You guys don't even know. And nobody's perfect, but that's when you're in the streets, you learn to work with each other, no matter who they are, So people might watch you and judge or think a different way or whatever, but, people who are real street cats learn to love and accept. So welcome. Yeah. I'm so happy to meet y'all. Honestly, this is amazing. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I just got to say that.
Thank you. Hey, welcome. We feel great about what y'all saying. Yeah, it's just what we're going through here. Because you've been homeless, we've been, in the streets. We had some things go through, in life. Think about for the ones who's watching. If you were excuse me, if you were to like go through something like that and like, we're trying to set up for the future for like, if the government were to completely shut down and never come back up, we in Colorado Springs, we can have a way to set up financially and be supported, instead of taking money towards the police and supplying them with probably vests and, handcuffs and guns or whatever else you want to give the police, right, for rubber bullets, so, put it in a stimulus check so the people, can have a way to continue to live, because the businesses are not open. So if there's not going to be open for the future, don't you think anyone who's listening or watching want to set up a certain kind of plan for your future so that you're secure?
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
What up?
And the Colorado Springs people feel like that.
Cool.
So that's something that we need all to talk about and bring attention to.
It's nothing like hearing it from the streets, man. What about you, Autumn?
Right.
I have an issue. Our state has a $5 million grant that Doug Lamborn is sending a chunk of to the police departments. The police departments here have proven time and time again they don't work for us. So why are we giving them more money?
Yeah.
Why? When that money can be better used for the community. I would like to see a tiny village for homeless people to help them recuperate and have a place to live and get back in the work field. But we're not doing that. We're putting the money to more government agencies instead of back to the people where it belongs. Because at the end of the day, that's our tax money. That's our money that they're putting somewhere we don't want it.
And I love the fact that y'all are working continuously towards these issues. I can hear that you guys are aware of what's going on specifically. So the thing is that, let's suppose they even defund it. They're going to try to take away more services, right? Any services we already know that when you're in the poor communities and you call the cops, sometimes they don't show up, sometimes they don't care. You know what I mean?
Right.
They're going to the patrols will stay in the rich communities, taking care of them. They're going to ban us even more. You know what I mean? And I know that you guys will stay on top of that to make sure that, I know that that's slightly controversial, this defund the police, but you guys are not just saying just get rid of them in some dumb way. You guys, there's real thought going into this. So please don't, anybody who's watching, try to discount what my brothers and sisters on the streets are saying. I get all sides of it, but, there's more nuances that are going on here. And, they are actually working with the issues on the ground. Who else would you trust more? Yeah.
Right. And I mean that to joke, but basically, in all the lump sum, what we're saying, we can't really put it in such a long video. Let's keep it kind of make it short. But we're looking at the further future, and that future is looking doom, and we don't want that for us and anyone else that's involved. So if you were to look at it now and then later when it comes, know that it was spoken, that we said this, that we brought this attention, we tried to prevent it, and that's what we're doing right now.
Yeah, so let's cut to the July 11th thing. I like that. Let's wrap it up. So the congressperson, right? Which congressperson are you visiting?
Doug Lamborn.
We're looking to have a conversation with Doug Lamborn. Okay. And, it'd be cool if he wants to come down to City Hall and sit down and discuss with multiple groups and a truly diverse community in front of press and video cameras just exactly how we're going to do more than the second stimulus check allows for. And,
also super unique that we talked about in the pre-show, which was super cool. You guys are doing the only one that I ever heard of where you guys are having two events simultaneously. Yeah. So what's that all about?
Right.
Yeah. So what are these events? And what?
Yeah, there's a couple of reasons for that. There's a lot of people who have differing opinions about, protests in general that march anywhere or maybe go in front of an official's home. And we're not trying to cause a true threat or any type of real disruption. But we do feel that it's important to engage Mr. Lamborn wherever he is and possibly other officials if we get enough support. And I just lost my train of thought.
Get enough support.
Yeah. So if we get enough support, we can visit other officials. But the reason we really want to have two events is to give people multiple ways to participate. So if all you can do is drive, great. Come help us drive around the neighborhood. If you want to carpool and help maybe some unhoused or some people who don't have transportation get there from City Hall. Okay, great. Let's do that. And then we'll march to Doug's house. All right. And then the other side of that is there's some people who may not want to travel, perhaps disabled activists or individuals, community members that just want to get involved and come be a part of this conversation. Maybe travel is not such an easy thing. So let's bring a chair, set up on the front lawn at City Hall in the afternoon. We'll start at 5:00, and let's have a conversation. And those of us who want to go talk directly to Mr. Lamborn, if we can find him, if he'll come out, we'll go have the conversation, and then anybody else can come back here at City Hall. And what we really want to see down here is a diverse dialogue amongst multiple groups, because this isn't really being organized by one person or one group. This is about the fact that there are many, many facets of our society who are being negatively impacted about this. And yes, most of them that are seeing the heavy impacts are marginalized populations, people of color, LGBTQIA++, immigrants even, so
you started on that, man.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's two events, one at City Hall. Where's the other one? Like, should they meet on a street corner, or what's going on?
The other one, we're going to, all right, so rather than send a blast out to a certain neighborhood or anything right now, what we're going to do is we're going to announce the carpool location. So where we're going to drive from City Hall, or where we're going to, if you're not at City Hall and you want to meet for the protest action for the march in front of Doug Lamborn's house, then we'll announce during that event, and there'll be people doing Facebook Live or whatever, or other live streaming, and we'll announce where we're going to meet to carpool.
How can people get in contact with you directly to find about the latest developments?
The best place to go first is bit.ly/ bit.ly.com/July 11 action. I don't think it's case sensitive, but I put it in as all lowercase. There'll also be a Facebook page. We'll put that up. If you're on nextdoor.com, look for it in your neighborhood. And then hopefully we'll have other social media represented, or people pushing out the
Send them to Facebook. Keep going up. What is it again?
The event. There will be a Facebook page, but right now there's
I posted on it on my TikTok also.
Right. There's a short web page up for our event that will follow that bit.ly link, and I'll be sure and copy that email.
I'll put the link in the description as fast as I can. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. bit.ly.com/July 11 action.
Yeah. Okay. So anything they need, emails, phone numbers, they're gonna get through that site. Yeah. That's great.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll update that page. Yep. With any additional details.
Are there any last messages, shout outs you guys want to give before we end the interview? You guys did a great job, by the way, and I'm just really. You guys are so fascinating right here. I can't wait to see how this turns out. Yeah.
Right. I can say like this, man. Personally, thank you for having us and having the people listen to us, and you taking your time out, and being patient and listening with us. Doing the things. That's something. So where I'm from, we call that love.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what we say. That's love. 100.
Thanks, man.
Thanks for giving us a platform to share this message on.
I'm gonna keep following y'all. Y'all are super interesting. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Please keep talking to me. Yeah.
Bam.
Power to people on 3.
Bam.
Power to the people.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. Yeah, there's something else. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Peace.
All right, Ed. Talk to you soon, man.
Thank you. See you.
Thank
God
you.
bless. Have a good night.
God bless you too.
All right.
It's a dark day in our nation when high-level authorities will seek to use every method to silence dissent. The truth must be told.
And if you want the truth, you need to check out independent media producers just like myself, DJ L7. You should subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notifications when I release a new video.
Truth of these
We
words
are on all
is
the major
beyond
platforms.
doubt.
That includes Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course YouTube. Unfortunately, we have definitely seen that these mainstream outlets will cave to corporate interests, so we encourage you to join our independently moderated communities of Reddit and Discord. We also encourage you to subscribe to us on BitChute and Daily Motion so you can see the content that YouTube doesn't want us to let you see. Hey, now it's time for the most important part of the video. That's right. It's time for us to tell you about the Taking Action Group. Do you need an activist? Or maybe there's no activists around willing to help you with your cause and you need to learn to become an activist. That's exactly why we're here. Every week we get up with people from across the nation, in fact even sometimes internationally, and we develop strategies and a game plan to address the issues that are affecting all of us. Every week myself from New York City and of course my co-host Lisa from Los Angeles provide a coast-to-coast perspective on what's going on in the country. If you want to donate to help out with expenses, travel, equipment, stuff like that, then I definitely appreciate it, and you can hit us off at Venmo or PayPal. Thanks a lot. Hey, by the way, we also have a merch store, so check it out. my goodness, it seems like you've reached the end of the video. So make sure you check out some of our other videos. Make sure you subscribe. This is your last chance to do so thanks a lot. And looking forward to seeing you on the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please comment below if you have any questions or issues you'd like me to address. And if you're an activist, the time to make things happen is now.